everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most fundamental concepts in JavaScript, variables. If you are following along with this course, this is lesson 5, and trust me, understanding variable is absolutely crucial because every single program you write will use them. In this video, we will explore the three ways to declare variable in JavaScript: var, let, and const. We will talk about when to use each one and difference between them, and I will show you some practical examples. So let's jump right in. First question comes up: the what are variable? This is our very first question. Okay. Okay, let's do this here. Before we talk about var, let, and const, let's quickly understand what a variable actually is. Think of a variable as a label container that holds a value, just like you might have a box labeled toys that contain your toy. Okay. A variable has a name and contains some data, maybe a number, some text, or something else. In JavaScript, we use variable to store information that we want to use later in our program. Maybe it's a username, their age, the result of a calculation, whatever it is. We store it in a variable. Now, JavaScript gives us three keywords to declare variable: var, let, and const. Let's start with the oldest one. Okay. The oldest one is var. Why? Why this is the oldest one? The var keyword has been around since the very beginning of the JavaScript, and it's look like something var, name, and John. Okay. When you write a var, that means this is a var keyword or variable. And we can also write var is 30. Okay, we can console log it, just doing it, name, console log. Okay, save it, and okay, at first we go to our terminal and check it. Okay, I already created the file, the variable.js. So sorry to mention this name, not mentioning this name. So obviously create your file name with the variable.js file. And now go to your terminal and check this, how it look like. Note this file name is variable.js. Okay, enter. You see John and 30. Did you notice something? John text is white and 30 is little bit yellow because it's separate the number and string. That's why. Okay. And pretty straightforward, right? You write var followed by the variable name and equals sign, and then value you want to store. Now, here is something important. Variable declare with var can be reassigned. Okay. What it means, I just comment it like, okay, var score. Okay, score is 100. Then console log it, or just console log this. Then again score is 50, then console. Now let's check what is the output come down. Did you see 100 and 150? Why it is? And if you see, we just call this var single time, only one. But when we call the score again here and given a new value, it's also showing it here. That means it's reassignable. The value can change, okay, no problem. But bar has some weird problem that can cause issue in the larger programs. Actually, for this reassignable the value, there is a two main problem we are facing if we are using the var keyword. The first is functional scope, second is hoisting. Just for showing the problem, I just copy this some code here. Did you see? There is a message in the if condition and console log is here. And when like just comment it. Also, this is also commented. Now, what is the result comes up? Test terminal. Did you see? It's already written hello outside the if condition. It's called the uh, even though message was declared inside the if block, it accessible outside of it when the function, it can lead the unexpected bug, right? This outside block, it's already call it. And second problem is hoisting. Variable declared with var are hoisted to the top of their scope. You can actually use them before they are declared. What it means, suppose var something greeting hi, right? But we call console log here greeting, and it's returning the undefined due to hoisting. Okay, let's check undefined. This doesn't throw an error. Okay, undefined doesn't mean an error. Remember that. Okay, it just return undefined. We'll talk more about the hosting later in the course, but just know this can make code confuse. Okay, because of this weird problem, JavaScript introduced the better alternative, let and const. The let and const keyword was introduced in modern JavaScript ES6 2015, and it fixed the problem with bar. The syntax actually look like this: let city, okay, New York, or let this. Okay, just like var, you can reassign value with let if you want. City equal Los Angeles, and there is no problem. Also, if it doesn't matter, is it a string or number, you can call it both or reassign the value. But here is the key difference. Let and const is a block scope. Var was functional scope. That means it's only assignable within the block it's declaring. And what it means, if you are calling if you call the function or just condition, if like true, okay, then call let local message, then console log. Okay, that's okay. But if you call the console log here, then it's showing the error message. This is the error message if you are seen as output in the console. Okay, we can check in our terminal. So go to the terminal and run the variables. You see, only welcome are showing. So, oh, it's just a condition, but so it didn't console log anything. But okay, we can uncomment it and then try it again. Yeah, local message is not defined. Did you see? Local message is not defined. Okay. So moving forward, this is much safer. It prevents variable from lacking out of their intended scope. Also, unlike var, you can't use a late variable before it declare. What it means? So going here, call, just copy this. Okay. And if I want to console log city, it also showing the error. Actually, these auto completion are coming from the Copilot. I actually didn't disable it because it's really give a naming, better naming, so you could understand what it said, right? That's why. So the console log is city and the late city is New York, and it's given the cannot access the city before the initialization, and it's true. This is better behavior, right? Because without your variable, how you can call, how you want to get the output, right? So this is illogical, one kind of. So it's really help you to catch the mistakes earlier, right? Now the question is when you should use late, right? The question. Use late when you know the variable's value will change during the program. For example, a counter in a loop or a value that get updated based on user input. Okay? Okay. Avoid where in modern code. It's outdated and can cause bugs. So use late or const instead. Default to constant, start with const for everything. Let's the safest choice. Use late only when necessary. If you realize you need to reassign a value, then switch to late. This approach called const by default will help you to write cleaner, more maintainable code. And here is a practical example. Okay, I just copy it. So this is the practical example. Practical example. Like const the username, this is not change, right? Won't change. The score will be increased during the game. So maybe so max score is 1000 and it's not changed because it's fixed. And during the game, the score will be changed every time and it will be okay if you want, and it will be okay. But if you try to change the username or the max score and it cause your error. So that's why this is the practical example I'm showing you here. And this is a good example for the comparison when you are using the late and const. Okay, our next topic is variable naming convention. And at the beginning, you are confusing what you can call it, but divided when you are practicing, you are used to it. So don't worry. But before we wrap up, okay, let's quickly cover the rule for naming convention. The most of the time, and you must follow these best practices. Okay, start with a letter, an underscore, or dollar sign. can be contain letter, number, underscore, dollar sign. Okay, maybe cannot use reserved keyword. We will cover those in the next video. Case sensitive, like is small lowercase and the capitalized is are different. Okay, this is the sensitive case. So what it means, like if you call it let first name, firs first name, it's okay. Then if you are typing this let underscore private, maybe, and this is also valid. Okay, this is also valid. If you are trying with dollar sign before dollar sign, and it's also valid. If you try to let like user 123, it's also valid. Also, if you are trying something const or let, whatever you say, 123, then user, actually this is invalid, cannot start with number, always remember. Okay, also this, don't use user hyphen name, a hyphen are not allowed, remember this. Okay, also function, if use const then call the function is a reserved keyword, so don't use it, and this is invalid. I comment it out. So you whenever you coming for checking this name convention, you could understand that. Okay. Always use a camel case for variable naming. Use destructive names like username is better than X. Like I'm using first name or username, and this is the camel case. Okay, always use camel case. Camel case first letter was lowercase and then the other was capitalized. Okay, uppercase actually. Okay, not capitalized, uppercase. Okay, constant in all caps for true constant, and this is, you can say like this. You can call it const max attempts and upper snack case for const, and this is also a valid, so you can call it. Okay, now, and that's the everything actually you need to know about the variable in JavaScript. Let me do a quick recap. Okay, var is the old way, functional scope, has hoisting problem, hoisting actually in modern code. Let is block scope, can be reassigned and used when you need to change your value. Const or constant is block scope also, cannot be reassigned, use as your default choice. In the next video, we'll talk about the reserved keyword in JavaScript. You can't, and the JavaScript, and you cannot use as a variable name. Okay, those reserved keywords. Make sure you practice what we covered today. Try declaring some variable, reassigning value, and seeing what happens when you try to change a const or constant. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe more for more JavaScript tutorial. Drop a comment below if you have any question. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.